So we're going to talk about weight distribution at setup and how we can analyze that using the Handy Golf app. So if I set up here, what we'll generally see with good players is the weight is distributed evenly between the heels and the toes. So the weight's kind of running through that midfoot region. Now what we may see with some players is the weight's too much on the heels or too much on the toes. That can be very difficult to maintain our balance in the golf swing if our weight isn't evenly distributed. So now let's take a look in the Handy Golf app how we can analyze for that weight distribution at setup. Now let's start off by looking at a neutral weight distribution. So we can select the line drawing tool and then just draw a line straight down from that hip socket. And what you'll see is that hip socket is pretty much centered over the ankle joint in that neutral weight distribution. And what we want to see is we can also just zoom in, and then we can kind of look and just look visually, and what we want to see is the weight is kind of distributed through that midpoint of the foot there. We don't want to see it too much on the toes or too much on the heels. Now if we look at this example visually, you might be able to see the weight is very much on the heels. The toes are very much up in the air if I pinch and zoom in, but we can also select that line drawing tool, draw a line from the hip, and you'll clearly see how that line is outside the heels there. That's going to mean that weight is distributed more towards the heels, which can cause issues in the swing.